Hi everyone, Proteus today. I'm still fussing around with my mic setup. I feel like I could improve it. Just something weird sounds off about it. My mic stand, it seemed to do something weird to the sound. So this is an indie game. This is what you would call a walking simulator. There's basically no there's no interaction per se. I guess there is kind of, but let's just get the game open. Let's just get this gosh dang thing open. That was Nature off of the Fez soundtrack. By the by. So this is another game it's an indie game. It's a little more slow and relaxing than the type of game that I normally play, and it's also difficult to get framed properly, so just bear with me for a moment. It's weird. I have played Fez and streamed it. Yeah. Speedrun Cuphead. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Anyway. Let's just see here. I think this is a cool game. It's not like one of my favorites or anything, but I think it's very cool. This game. It should be good. It looks good. Smells fun. So this is a game that procedurally generates an island for you. And the procedural generation part of it is really just there so that every playthrough is at least slightly unique. I don't think it's supposed to be that there are mind-boggling differences. So I was doing some audio testing earlier. Something that caught my attention is normally it's just WASD and mouse look, but for some reason you can't move backwards until you touch the beach. The S key is just completely disabled. I can't do anything with it. But then once I get on the beach, I'll be able to use it. I don't know why that is. So this game, it's supposed to look quite pretty, and I think it mostly does. It looks a little jank when you look at things up close. But my main thing with this game, you guys know that I like this, is dynamic music, and this game dynamically generates the soundtrack depending on what things are surrounding you. which I think is just a brilliant idea, and it really melds well with the procedural generation element. It's not just there for no reason, you know? See, now I can move backwards, by the way. And it's not always very musical, as you can hear by these tones. I remember if you touch these things, you teleport. We found one of those very quickly. That's one of the very few, like, interactions, like you can warp around the island using those big stones. Yeah, it's interesting that it starts you out on the water, too. I don't know what that's meant to signify, but you can walk over the water just fine. So it's quite a nice game. This is gonna be a one-off. I remember... It's a nice experience. It doesn't have a ton of replay value, which is kind of sad because it seems like procedural generation is made to sort of increase replay value. But I've played this before and I'm currently enjoying myself, so I guess I can eat my own words. So there's like a bunch of... It's not like they randomize like the color of everything or anything like that. There are a bunch of like preset items and objects that are around the world. And they just get placed around. It's rainy this time. When I was audio testing, it was bright and sunny. But I remember as it goes through the game, it actually changes seasons. And there's actually a day and night cycle. Oh. I think this little thing is a frog. Yep. Look, there's another one. Oh, there's a couple more. I like that they play like a little song, and then on the last note, it like resolves the chord, and they do a super high jump. Oh! Oh my god, I fucking murdered him. I'm so sorry. And it was right when he was about to resolve the chord, too. I got, like, blue-balled. Am I getting, like, slight frame drops or something when I look around? That's kind of weird. This game kind of has that 2D, or 2.5D thing going for it, where the textures rotate. Or a lot of them do, according to where you are. Okay. Where shall I explore? I remember there is sort of progression in this game. You, like, make the world progress through the different seasons, and I think the game is pretty good at herding you towards that eventual goal. Oh, did the river just dry up? The river just dried up. But I love how the music changes just in its, like, tones. Even if, again, it's not 100% musical. Frogs like water, it's fine. Yeah, that's what I'll tell myself when I'm sobbing myself to sleep tonight. There he goes. That's the same frog, I swear. They got what we call, I believe, a Totoro tree. A tree from the film Totoro over there. Yeah, I don't think this is supposed to be any sort of, like, earth-shattering revelation or anything. This is one of those games that's more just being experimental and giving you a nice place to be, which I, for one, can get into that sort of thing. I know this is not the sort of thing that everybody likes, and some people are probably like, fucking yawn. Where's the gameplay? I don't really care. Like, sometimes people argue, like, oh, this isn't a game. It's like, I don't know, it gives me the same, like, good feelings that I get out of games, so we might as well call it that. Unless you want everyone to walk around saying, oh, it's an interactive virtual experience, mate. So I think as night falls, we'll get a better view of our goal, because it kind of glows. Oh, there's fireflies. Just great. I love that sort of shit. Yeah, it does have kind of a Minecraft look to it. Ah, there we are. I believe our goal is over there. So yeah, I think you get... It's like a customized island every time. But they're usually, like, roughly the same. I think you can actually... Yeah, you can control this game using only the mouse. You left-click to move forward and right-click to move backward. Which I'm actually tempted to do. I'm doing that right now. I don't know, a lot of people say that games need a goal, or that they need some sort of challenge in order to be legitimately a game, and a lot of that discussion is just revolving around technical definitions of things. You know, it's like, oh, well, the dictionary says that a game needs to have these kinds of qualities in order to be legitimate. I think that's a really reductive way of thinking about things. I mean, are you guys feeling anything about this? I'm certainly getting feelings from this that I don't regret having. There's an owl up there. I don't know. It's like I guess I just don't really care whether or not this is defined as a game. Because I get enjoyment out of it in the same way that I get enjoyment out of games. Here we are now. It's a new season, I believe. Spring has sprung. New animals are around. Oh, I remember these fucking bugs. They make you go fast, yeah. Zoom! I guess that's you getting, like, stung by them and running around or something. I don't know. Yeah, I know you could make arguments that even this, there is an eventual end goal. That it is a game proper, but I'm just saying I think that whole discussion is just kind of silly. It's like, well, who cares? I think we can easily put them in the same camp. Just because of all the overlapping similarities, even though they don't share distinctly, like, oh, you know, you need to level up somehow, you need to gain new abilities, or you need to overcome a challenge. I am very much so a hippie motherfucker who thinks games are art, so, you know. You guys might have to put up with a lot of me talking about this shit. Squirrels. Right? Is that a squirrel? I'm not even sure what the hell that is. Well, you'll see the goal. You'll see what happens at the end. It's nothing earth-shattering. It's not something that, like, gives context to the things that we're doing now. But it is something that ends the game, or ends your run. I think I need to wait for it to be nighttime to truly see where the goal is. Maybe it doesn't even spawn until night. You could speedrun this game. That would just be a miserable experience, though. How to suck all the fun and delight out of something. What do you think these lads are? They're like crabs? It's pretty indistinct. I can walk right in amongst them. Crab people, crab people. It just looks very pretty. Again, the trees look a little jank. Oh yeah, you actually get blinded if you look at the sun. Oh. What the fuck? Was that like a special magical frog and I just instantly killed it? It is a crab brave. Holy shit. It literally is the crab rave. Are they gonna go into the sea? Oh? Are they all gonna go under at once as a unit? No. Oh, what are you guys doing? Yeah, the music, I believe the soundtrack to this game is just an EP, and it's just a long... I think it's just a recording of somebody's playthrough through this game. I'm pretty sure. It's just, I seem to remember it's just like a half-hour long song that's just a collection of all the, like, sight, or the sounds that you see in the game. I mean, it kind of blends sight and sound. He drop-kicked a toad into the ocean. Hey, that shit jumped, alright? You can still say I caused it, but, like... That was of its own accord. Kind of. Wow, it says that I could gift a sub now to be number 1. What kind of fucking, like, jabroni would I have to be to... give myself a gifted sub on my own channel? It's very ambient. Not exactly sure where to go. I see the moon coming up. That cloud looks like the cloud from Looper. Are you or aren't you number 1? Oh my god. Oh shit. I need to prove myself as number 1. Whoa. What? What? What was that? Something just like came out of that rock. What the fuck? Did a soul just come out of that rock? So yeah, as you go up in elevation, I think the song entirely changes. Very nice. Oh look, there's an owl down there. Man, I was talking about it the other day on stream, but I watched that movie. Oh, it was... I keep forgetting if it's beneath the Silver Lake or under the Silver Lake. I think it's under the Silver Lake. That really affected me. I keep thinking about it. And the owl showing it up there sort of made me think of it. Oh, hey! Herbs. It sort of gave me the same feeling that Taxi Driver gave me when I first watched it. Oh, there you go. Where I was able to relate to a character that was kind of, you know, delusional. Oh, why am I going so fast? Even though I like to think I'm not delusional, but it was something that made me think a lot and made me very insightful. And not just because it's got like woke conspiracies in it, bro. Bro, they talk about lizard people or whatever. It was nice. It made me feel feelings, much like how this makes me feel feelings. So when you walk into the circle, it like closes up and time starts to like speed up. Very interesting. I'm still wondering about that whole thing where you like can't move backwards until you touch the shore. I'm wondering if that's just like to prevent people from getting themselves lost. Right, now it's fall. Oh. What the fuck are these? What are you guys? What? They literally look like little stick people that are like struggling to get up. Are they dead bugs? spookier music, of course. Crickets. Jumping spiders. Thighs, somebody says. Actually, bringing it around to Under the Silver Lake, the song that I played at the opening today was from the game Fez, which the soundtrack is done by Disaster Piece, which is also the same person that did the soundtrack to Under the Silver Lake, and It Follows, which are both directed by the same guy. So it kind of comes full circle. I was just looking at that soundtrack earlier. What it really great. I mean, Fez is like god tier. I'm not quite as enthusiastic about the Under the Silver Lake or It Follows soundtracks, but both of those soundtracks have like mostly good songs and a couple of like really great songs. Like Turning Teeth. Ah. Is this a graveyard? I think this is a graveyard. We get special tones when we're around these. Yeah, I wonder what this little hut is about. I always thought, like, can I get in here? I don't think I can. I'm still just using the mouse to move around. Like, there's a door. You can't do anything with it. You can't even really get that close to it. It almost looks like a voxel game, you know? Yeah, It Follows is the movie about the STD monster, yeah. Yep, or the STM, if you will. Yeah, I have no idea how long this stream is going to be, by the way. Steam says I have 4 hours logged in this game, which I seem to remember the first playthrough taking no longer than 1 hour. Is this a thing? Oh. I thought that was like a dog or something. So this might be kind of a short stream. I'd say maybe like 45 minutes. Because we're at 25 minutes right now. The lads. Get the lads, get the lads. Lads, we're lads, we are the lads. We play at night and suck at night, we're the lads. I'm the giant lad that makes all of the rules, etc. What is that? What? What's... Something's making a weird sound at me. Oh, this is the giant lad that makes all the rules. Sun's going down. Yeah, this makes me feel the good feelings. There's some media that you watch or you play, and it just sort of passes right through you, and you're just like, yeah, whatever. But I like the stuff that sticks with you in some way. You know, I'm sorry if I sound really pretentious, but I just really enjoy things that make you see the world in a very slightly different way, even if it is very slight. That's why I like giving coverage to games like this. Oh, hello. I keep thinking I've found new animals, but those are just roses, I think. Someone says I just play competitive games that make me not happy. Yeah, I've been there. I have been the fuck out of there. I've been about 100 videos deep in there. Although, I'm not gonna say Smash never made me happy, but that was something where I eventually abandoned it, because I was just like, this is just making me a more bitter person. That's why I, like, dipped out of MOBAs so quickly. Was that a poor usage of the word coverage? Someone says I sound like an insurance provider. Alright, where we gotta go? There? Where are we dropping, boys? Are we not gonna get another Super Smash Bastards? No, you will. In fact, Lark is editing... He's hard at work in his workshop, editing as we speak. He's tinkering away with that old video. No, it should be here, possibly even today. Actually, probably tomorrow. Maybe the next day. He said Wednesday at the latest. It's Tuesday right now. I think my mom just sent me a riddle, by the way. I got a text from my mom. I don't know what this is. My mom sent me, like, a riddle. Or something. This is very cryptic. Amal and Juan are identical twins. Their mom only carries one photo because if you've... Oh my god. If you've seen Juan, you've seen Amal. It was a joke and I only understood it upon reading it out loud. Mom, you fucking genius. That is brilliant right there. I'm sorry, I'm texting her back. I didn't get it until I said it out loud. For a second I was like, is this like a riddle? Am I like solving a clue or something? Only if you can answer me these questions 3. Look at that, the Northern Lights. Oh. Here we are in winter. Sad. It's okay. Don't be sad, chat. Everything will come back eventually. I'm back on Wassid and Mouse Look. I see something glowing over there. Why is there no snow on the trees? I don't want to sound cynical, but that would have been a nice touch. It just strikes me as odd that there's no snow on the trees at all. Yeah, there is an end to this game, and I think we're approaching it quite quickly. That one survived. There are ripstones, somebody says. Is that the new term? Tombstones, or gravestones. I think that's funny, ripstones. Yeah, the music's very muted in the snow. Oh, and the water's just frozen right over. I mean, that's what happens when it snows. It gets very... Everything's very muffled. shockingly quiet when it snows. You know, they say people go crazy when they get lost in a snowy woods. I think they call it snow blindness. You get so used to it that you start to see everything as white and it starts to fog your vision. I knew the Fez music would be a good fit for the beginning of the stream. This is so reminding me of Disaster Pieces stuff. F rocks. Yeah. Yeah, I did play Celeste just recently, actually. There was some really awesome pixel art. It looked really, really good. I wasn't a huge fan of like all the designs, but the environments looked amazing. Wow. There's the top of the Totoro tree. All I can see are the other mountaintops and the sun just beginning to peek out, or I guess that's the moon, huh? There's one of those teleport points, and I think there's the other. Oh, look, it's snowing now. One thing that I really appreciated in Celeste was the teaching through level design. Like when you first get the ability, you're walking along a bridge, and it's crumbling behind you, and then it finally gives way. Oh, look at me, I'm floating, by the way. It crumbles underneath you, and then the bird comes along and gives you the dash power. And it teaches you right then and there how to, like, save yourself from a screw-up. That was super good. So, yeah, now I'm rising up in the air. And there's the Northern Lights. I guess we might not get to see the trees get their leaves back this time, folks. But I assure you they'll be back. Don't worry, Mother, it's just the Northern Lights. I did not play the 9th chapter, nor did I play the 8th. I heard they're very difficult, and I heard the 9th one has fucking wave dashing. It sounds fine, but not for me. What I seem to remember is I walked into the Northern Lights, and then it was over. That's what I seem to remember. This music kind of reminds me of Xavier Renegade Angel. I don't remember how long this goes on for. I remember it going on for a little longer than I thought it would, though. To be honest. I think that's it. Right? Yep. And fun fact, in the game, if you hold escape at any point, you'll like close your eyes slowly like that, and you have to hold it all the way down to exit the game. Well, that was it. Yep. That was 37 minutes. So that's it, folks. Proteus. And if I restarted the game, it would generate a new island. But, I'm kind of feeling fine about this. I'm fine with this being a short stream. This was fun to, mess around with. Do something else, don't end stream, please. Well, I might stream something else later, or I might not. I already streamed once today. Pretty cool game, though. I think it accomplished exactly what it set out to accomplish. There's not much else you can say about that. Good speed run. Yeah, it's like a slow run. This is like the sequel to the windowsill thing. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy.